Hey folks, Jim and Leilah here for our very last episodes of the year. This week, a very special episode, the top 10 worst books of the year. So are you ready for the craptastic? Let's begin. Leilah, you're up.
Alright, so before you send the hate mail, just listen to what I have to say. Alright, so number 5 on my list, so number 10 for the full list, is Angel number 1. This is the second printing, just for those of you who are like, where's that cover coming from? Now, I loved the show, I still love the show, and I'm still going to read this series, as is Jim. But I think that we're both agreed on that we're still a little disappointed at where this book started.
Yep.
Why did they have to just start at some undisclosed time after where the last episode ended, when what people really want to know is how did they survive, who survived? Why put out a one-shot later on to explain all that? Why don't you just start the series out with a big bang and start right there? So that's why it made my list for the bad this year.
My top number 5 worst book of the year, the number 9 worst book of the year, is Megatron Origin from IDW. Now, nothing bad to say about the art. Alex Milne's art, really great, but the story was crap. Other than that, it was okay, but still, it's in my top 10 worst. So, here it is. Leilah?
Okay, next we've got All-Star Batman and Robin. Now this book took a year hiatus because for whatever reason Frank Miller and Jim Lee had other stuff to do, whatever. And since it's been back, it's only been okay. I'm not saying Frank Miller's lost his appeal, but I do say that Miller plus Lee equals a late book, which means this book is just not as exciting to fans anymore because you never know when it's coming.
My number 4 book, number 7 I believe?
Yeah. Right?
8, either way, is Return to Wonderland. Again, great art, crap storyline. What writers have to understand is that without great writing, the art means nothing. So this is another bad book.
Alright, so at number 6, because you're right, it was 7.
Yeah.
X-Men Endangered Species. This was just really disappointing. It was a long, drawn-out, multiple-title crossover that could have been summarized in one-shot, or, for that matter, one sentence in the beginning of the current Messiah complex. Neither science nor magic will solve the M-Day problem. Done! Then I could have spent a lot less money.
Next up on my list, Grimm Fairy Tales, the series. Just like Return to Wonderland, Grimm Fairy Tales has great art, but the stories suck. I'm sorry, but it's just bad.
Alright, Spider-Man One More Day. This series isn't over yet, so we don't know exactly how bad it's going to be, but let's put this forward for you. It's been late all the time, so let's push back a whole bunch of Spider-Man books, and this crossover's only purpose is to basically reset the Spider-Man universe as far as I can tell, which is completely lame. And this Peter's deal with the devil concept is so bad that rumor has it that Straczynski was going to remove his name from the books. Now that's bad.
And worse is Bonsai Girls. I mean literally, this book is nothing, even though it's written and drawn by a woman, it's so sexist, it's just mean. I cannot get into this book whatsoever. I love the first series, but this particular series just sucks ass. Great art by Jinky, but everything else sucks.
And worst on my list is Tank Girl, The Gifting. Any comic where the major plot point is taking a dump in your best friend's purse, and that's the big point of the book, is bound to be on my worst list. I hated this book. I can't believe that people bought it.
And the worst book of the year, in my opinion, Ninja High School. Not for the art, I love you Ben, but for the writing. Robbie can't write and the spark is gone. It's very sad, but my pick of the year, Ninja High School, worst book of the year.